It's not a Hummer either. Ah. Alright, so we're entering Lamont now. It's a nuclear-free zone. Lamont was officially incorporated on October 22nd, 1910. The town was named for former Vice President of the Northern Pacific, Daniel Lamont. Lamont was initially founded as a terminal of the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle Railway, and Lamont is on the Spokane to Pasco extension of the SP&S. The terminal included a depot, yard, 22-stall roundhouse, and locomotive servicing facilities. Crews from Spokane and Pasco would work to Lamont and lay over before working back home again. When the roundhouse burned in 1913, crews started working through between Pasco and Spokane. Steam locomotives last passed through Lamont on June 22, 1956, with diesel-electric locomotives hauling the trains thereafter. In 1970, the Hill Lines, Great Northern, Northern Pacific, Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy, and the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle Railway all merged to form the Burlington Northern Railroad. Following a bad recession in the early 1980s, Burlington began to look at ways to reduce its amount of track in Washington state. The former SP&S line didn't have much business and had issues with rockfall on the south end and flooding on the north end. In 1987, Burlington decommissioned the route, ending 80-plus years of service through Lamont. In 1991, the track was removed and the state of Washington obtained the former railroad line as a trail. And as of the 2010 census, only 70 people still live in Lamont today. I passed this on the way in here, but here's an old AM General fire department truck here. No clue if it runs or not, but it's pretty cool. It looks like it's been sitting here a while. It's got the old moss on it, all over the bed and everything here. Big old tank. Looks like it was a. But I'm guessing this is I'm not sure if we're in Whitman County, but this was a Whitman County fire department unit here. All right, so we get back on the road. Some sights along the way. An old farm barn over here, out in the middle of a field, like nothing even around for like a mile. And we'll continue down the road. Got an old abandoned homestead here. Looks like it may have been going until recently. The White House looks like it's newer, but looking a little bit closer at it, it's got mold and stuff along the outside of the house. If you can see that. Which makes me believe that this hasn't been lived lived in for a while. But there's a mailbox and everything's still here. So, yeah, it's kind of weird, but there's a bunch of, there's trucks out in the field over behind it. So maybe it is somebody else's property now. A generational homestead, probably. But yeah, cool nonetheless. Here's a little better look at the back side of here, so you can see almost all the buildings now. So you got the first generation house there, the gray house, and then the one with the one with the thatch roof on the back side, the old white with the green tint color to it in the background. So this must be a generational homestead, and nobody lives here now because they probably live down the road further. This town is Revere right here. And we'll go look at that sign in a minute. I'm going to drive down a little ways and see if I can find a entry point to here. So we're here, the grain silo over here in Revere. See if I can find a way up to the Milwaukee Road segment over there, unless it kicks out. Might have to park up here and then walk down to where the sign is. Yeah, it looks like it, because here's Milwaukee Road right here. Here's the grain silos, the back side of them. And we're going to walk down the railroad tracks to the sign and go check it out. So down here, before we turn off here, there's a little bridge here. There's the railroad bridge across there. This must have been a big creek here. Ran right through this little valley. And then off of this direction, down in this little area over here, there's some old timbers to something. Don't know what, but there's like 4 or 5 piles of just timbers just laying there. They don't look like railroad ties. They're like 2x6s or something, or 2x4s. They're pretty small ones. Well, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this look at Lamont, Washington, and Revere, the unincorporated community. And if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and share it with your friends. And also, guys, we've got way more adventures coming on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe to 509 Adventures and hit that bell to stay updated with the latest adventures coming out on the channel. And guys, while we're at it, go ahead and go over to the Facebook's page at 509 Adventures and check it out. And also, I'm on Instagram too, so check me out over there at 509.adventures. And guys, also, you already know, adventure on, my friends. And I will see you guys out there in the next one.